Breaking news tonight, tensions between Thailand and Cambodia have reached their highest level in years. Thai F-16 fighter jets have carried out a series of precision airstrikes on Cambodian positions near the disputed border region. According to local reports, the strikes were launched after intense clashes broke out between ground forces from both sides, resulting in multiple casualties. Eyewitnesses described loud explosions and plumes of smoke rising above the dense border forests. Thailand's military officials stated that the airstrikes were a defensive action after Cambodian troops allegedly crossed into Thai territory. The situation remains fluid, and both nations have mobilized additional forces along the frontier, sparking fears of a wider regional escalation. The conflict erupted overnight following several days of mounting tension along the border. Thai military sources revealed that Cambodian artillery units had opened fire on Thai patrols operating near the Preah Vihar temple area, a long-disputed site claimed by both countries. In response, the Royal Thai Air Force scrambled multiple F-16 Fighting Falcon jets to conduct retaliatory strikes on Cambodian positions. Reports suggest several military outposts were hit, resulting in significant damage. Cambodian media outlets, however, have accused Thailand of unprovoked aggression, claiming the attacks targeted civilian areas. This conflicting narrative has deepened mistrust between the two Southeast Asian neighbors, leaving little hope for immediate peace talks. On-the-ground footage circulating online shows massive fireballs and thick black smoke filling the sky after the Thai air raids. Residents living near the border have begun evacuating their homes as fear of continued shelling grows. Local hospitals in both countries are reportedly overwhelmed with the injured, while emergency teams struggle to reach affected zones due to ongoing crossfire. The Thai government insists that its actions were purely defensive and aimed at neutralizing Cambodian artillery threats. Meanwhile, Cambodian officials have vowed to respond decisively if their sovereignty is further violated. The situation has drawn concern from neighboring ASEAN nations, who are now calling for immediate restraint and diplomatic dialogue. The Royal Thai Air Force released an official statement confirming that F-16 fighter jets were deployed in the early morning hours for a limited precision strike mission. The statement emphasized that the jets targeted only military installations and avoided civilian zones. However, Cambodian authorities dispute that claim, stating that several villages near the border suffered collateral damage. Independent observers have yet to verify the extent of destruction due to restricted access in the conflict zone. Analysts warn that the use of air power marks a dangerous escalation, potentially turning a border skirmish into a broader military confrontation. Social media platforms are flooded with videos and claims from both sides, though many remain unverified. Thailand's defense minister held an emergency press conference this afternoon, urging calm and assuring citizens that the government is taking all measures to protect national sovereignty. He also called on the Cambodian government to respect previously agreed upon border demarcation lines. Meanwhile, the Cambodian Prime Minister has condemned the airstrikes as an act of war, demanding immediate international intervention. Both leaders are now facing growing domestic pressure, with protests erupting in Bangkok and Phnom Penh. Civilians are demanding peace and urging their governments to avoid another full-scale conflict. The memories of past border wars between the two countries remain fresh for many who lived through them. The United Nations Security Council has expressed serious concern over the escalating violence. UN Secretary-General issued a statement urging both sides to halt military operations and return to negotiations. The United States, a longtime ally of Thailand, has also called for restraint, emphasizing that further escalation could destabilize the entire Southeast Asian region. Washington confirmed it is monitoring the situation closely and has offered to mediate peace talks if requested by both governments. China, which maintains strong ties with Cambodia, has similarly urged calm, though analysts believe Beijing's influence could complicate efforts for a neutral resolution. The world is watching closely as tensions threaten to spiral out of control. Residents along the Thai-Cambodian border are facing a humanitarian crisis as thousands flee their homes to escape the conflict. Refugee camps are being set up on the Thai side to accommodate displaced civilians. Many families have reported shortages of food, medicine, and shelter, with aid agencies rushing to provide support. The Thai Red Cross and international relief organizations have already begun mobilizing resources, though the volatile situation is hampering delivery efforts. As artillery fire continues in sporadic bursts, local communities remain on edge. Schools and public institutions near the border have been shut down indefinitely until stability returns to the area. Military experts warn that the ongoing border hostilities could severely impact trade and tourism between Thailand and Cambodia. The two countries share a long history of economic cooperation, and any prolonged conflict would damage both economies. Border checkpoints, once bustling with traders and travelers, are now closed under heavy military presence. Air traffic in the region has been rerouted, and commercial operations are slowing down. Economists say that if the situation continues for weeks, the ripple effect could hurt not only Thailand and Cambodia but also other ASEAN economies dependent on cross-border trade routes. Regional diplomacy is now in overdrive as neighboring countries attempt to prevent the situation from escalating further. Indonesia, the current ASEAN chair, has called for an emergency summit to address the Thailand-Cambodia conflict. Malaysia and Vietnam have also urged both sides to adhere to the ASEAN Peace and Stability Framework. International peace observers from the European Union and the UN are expected to arrive in Bangkok and Phnom Penh within days. However, despite mounting pressure, both governments remain firm in their positions, each accusing the other of violating sovereignty and refusing to withdraw troops from contested zones. As the conflict enters its third day, the world remains on edge. The deployment of F-16 fighter jets has signaled a new level of military engagement between Thailand and Cambodia. While diplomatic talks are being planned, there is no sign yet of a ceasefire. Civilians continue to bear the brunt of the violence, and humanitarian organizations are calling for immediate corridors to deliver aid. Experts warn that without quick intervention, the border dispute could evolve into one of Southeast Asia's most serious crises in recent years. For now, all eyes are on Bangkok and Phnom Penh as the region awaits the next move in this rapidly developing story.